Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another Aetherdrift draft. So let's hop in here, find us a table. It has been a little while since I've done the Aetherdrift drafts. This draft is coming off of the Duskmorn drafts. Alright, there's a Ranger's Refueler here. There's also a Scurryfoot. But maybe we don't try to be green. Or maybe we do. I'll take the Scurryfoot. We'll watch green dry up by pick 3. Ranger's Refueler is a good card, though. It's close between those two. Let's take the Refueler. Fox, Yamato, Sluggo, Viscero, Extra Jewels. Alright. Better way to follow that up than with another Ranger's Refueler. And green is already... Yeah, I'm glad I went with the Refueler pick. There's also a Pactol Terror here. But I think I'm just going to take the other Refueler. Refuelers are good. And now we have a Transit Mage we can pick up. That's always a good one. We gotta find some artifacts to go with it, but there's also a Hull Drifter in the pack. There's Beast Rider Vanguard, which is an okay green card. That's good in the late game. Alright, well, we're not taking a blue card here. We could take this Runover. That's a late Runover. That could be a sign for green. Or there's also Carrion Cruiser. I don't think I want to start off with too many vehicles. I'm going to take the Runover here. Here we have a Fang Druid Summoner. There's also the Verge, which I've got 3 copies of. I like the Verge. I don't know about the Summoner, because that's only really going to be good if we get Terrian. And Terrian's an uncommon, which we'll play anyways. A responsible pick would probably be Night Market. Or the Rambler. I'm going to take the Verge. We'll see if we can maybe be green. This pack isn't super special. There's Pothole Mole, which is a fine card. I don't know about having it in blue-green. Or I could take Tranquil Cove, prepare for like going into blue-white artifacts. I'll take the Cove. Speaking of artifacts, I do like Starting Column. Gearseeker Serpent, that's a late Grimbobble. So maybe we are blue-black. We're just kind of dipping our toes into everything right now. Mutant Surveyor. Where are these refuelers? Crew 2? Alright. I could also splash the run over, potentially. Pactol Terror tabled? Alright, we're blue-black. For sure. If that card's gonna table... There was a lot of stuff in that Pactol Terror pack, but to have that table is a little bit crazy. We'll take the Deathless Pilot. Can help crew our stuff, and it can always be around in the late game. Oh, hey, we got Winter. That's a nice pickup. And it gives us a 2-mana play as well. That's fine. Exile artifacts from your graveyard for each other non-artifact creature. Here's a reason to splash white. Other artifact creatures I control get bigger. Yeah. I guess the white splash is on the table now. Good thing we picked up that Tranquil Cove. Salvation Engine is a silly card. And we can search it up with our Transit Mage. Alright, we do have a back on track here, which could be good. Or I could just take the Maximum Overdrive, which I'd be happy with as well. I like Maximum Overdrive. Alright, now we'll take a Thopterist. I don't think we're splashing for the Synergist. Although maybe we are. Yeah, maybe we can pull that off. I haven't been as big on the Thopterist. We'll take a Night Market here. Help with our splashing. Salvation Engine's also a mythic, so I was almost obligated to pick it. Plus, how often do we get to try out mythics in draft? So right now, Transit Mage can search up our Synergist, Pactol Terror, and Salvation Engine. That is awesome. Could do a Broadcast Rambler here, or just a Gear Seeker Serpent. Let's take the Serpent. Well, it's not an artifact creature itself. Actually, we don't have a ton of artifact creatures outside of some of the vehicles. We do need to fix that. Or we could get a second Transit Mage. Sounds good to me. We've got some very premium stuff to go searching for. Guidelight Optimizer or Sky Streak Engineer. This is actually kind of a tough choice. I'm going to take the Artifact one, though I don't think there was a necessarily wrong pick there. Broadcast Rambler, we'll put that in the main deck. Let's take out the Gear Seeker Serpent. I haven't been super impressed with them. Alright, there's a Aetherdrift, or there's a camera launcher. Camera launcher works a little bit better with the Ranger's refuelers. Yeah, let's go with that. Voyager Quick Welder. At this rate, we might just be like a pure... I'm lacking in removal. Let's get Scrap Compactor. We might just be a pure artifact deck, or a 3-color deck. And here we get a Thunderous Velocipede, another Mythic, or a Pactile Terror. We really need the Pactile Terror. Like, really, really badly. Could I count on it returning to us if we take this? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I doubt it, tables. So we'll take it. Just don't look at the Mythic. Don't think about it. It's done. We already got a Mythic. Here, Spin Out is good. Is it, though? I mean, I know it is, but it's double black. Yeah, we gotta have removal. Hopefully we get the Voyage Home or the Tranquil Cove back out of that pack. Well, we are splashing white. We may as well take a Gallant Strike. Over a Bounce Off. Yeah. I just like the hard removal. So we still need a couple of playables here. Pactile Terror, number 3. Over Midnight Mangler. Maybe blue is our splash color. And we're primarily white-black. Because we don't have a lot of blue. Whatever, I'm going to take another Night Market. Just to help the mana situation. We do still need one more playable. It may as well be a Pactile Terror. The only thing I'm worried about is we're going to get run over in the early game here. Nimble Thopterist. I don't think we want more 4-drops. We will take more Night Markets, though. Scoured Barrens, sure. Just fix all of our mana. Another 4-mana card. I'll just take this. There's a late Lightning Strike. Alright, the Tranquil Cove didn't wheel, but this did. Voyage Home. Leonin Surveyor because I just need 2 drops. Alright, so our biggest challenge in this deck is getting run over early. We gotta make 2 cuts. Let's see how many creatures we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 early game creatures. Grim Javelineer doesn't really fit this deck. It's not an artifact, or doesn't fetch me an artifact. And then I think we get rid of Maximum Overdrive. I do like it, though. But we've got 4 Pact Terrors and Salvation Engine. It's either that or the Broadcast Rambler has to go. Let's cut Maximum Overdrive. We're not an aggressive deck. Then for mana sources, this is where things are going to fall apart. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black. Because we got 3 night markets. Okay. I don't normally do this. Have like an even split on mana like this, but I think this deck might call for it. Let's do it. Let's get into the games. We have 5 tap lands. That's a lot. Draku is our first opponent. But we also have 4 Pact Terrors. Pretty much just going to keep anything here. Night Market on black, I guess. Nice green-black Verge land for our opponent. Venom Sac Legat, alright. And there's a Pothole Mole. Milled a Sabsuna. Thank you for milling that. I don't want to deal with that. No blocks. Next turn we can Voyage Home even after the spin out here. Oh, and a run over? Come on. And a Sky Sovereign, really? Well, we probably can't win now. And we're flooding out really badly. Blood Gas, Molt Tender. Yeah, I think this one's over. That double removal turn just really put us too far behind. And then the Sky Sovereign on top of that. Alright, next opponent. Yori 65 Row. Okay. We go first? Sure. I mean, at least our mana's been working. Let's Transit Mage for a Pact Altair. We only have 4 of them. We didn't see any last game. Opponent is green-white. Is that green? Yes, green, white, Amonkhet Raceway. I've considered this, thinking this might be somewhat playable, so we don't want to get them to max speed, because then anything they have could have haste. That's gross. But we'll just play a Pact Altair and pass the turn. Next turn, we have a lot of options. We have Starting Column, Ranger's Refueler, Grimbauble. If we get a mana, we could play the Salvation Engine. No blocks. Not going to make the mistake of blocking that thing. Canyon Vaulter and Legorin. Alright. Well, I think I want to Grimbauble here. Take out the Legorin. Almost could have taken out the Canyon Vaulter, too. I'm okay with this. Guardian, I'm okay with that too. So this thing would be a 5/5. Would not quite kill 2 things, so let's leave well enough alone and just pass the turn. Oh, there's red in that deck. He must have Samuth then. Alright, what, you got a trick? Bestow Greatness defensively? Alright, well, I'm glad to get the trick off the board. You can always attack with Salvation Engine next turn. To get back Ranger's Refueler and then exhaust it again. This is how this deck is supposed to be running. Probably go in with the camera launcher as well. That does create a lethal attack. Get back Ranger's Refueler. Alright. That was too much for our opponent. Boofman at 22. I love that name. Boofman. Oh, here we go. Do we put this on black or blue? Let's go blue. Green-white, there's a walking sarcophagus for our opponent. Oh, we got the spin out. Which we're gonna have to use here to avoid just getting completely run over. I don't like it. I don't like that our opponent didn't play anything. It makes me not want to play a Pact Altera right now. What if I just do nothing? We'll just activate the Ranger's Refueler. Because even if there's a Fang Guardian now, as long as there's no Perilous Snare, I don't mind a white-green deck getting to max speed. What else would I care about max speed from green-white? Okay, there's a Fang Guardian. Totally fine, because it's still a trade. In no world do I block that. Earth Rumbler, that's fine. We'll just save our Gallant Strike for that. I do need to remove that Fang Guardian. Though I don't have to do that right now. Gallant Strike is at the ready. Alright, let's just play out our stuff. I don't think I'm interested in attacking on this board. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no attacking. I'll just trade the Optimizer for the Fang Guardian. I don't trust there to not be like another Fang Guardian that comes out and kills my Pactile Terror. It would be a 1-for-1 trade because Fang Guardian can't pump itself. But it's not a trade I'm interested in. This is... Oh, that's just gonna go through. Okay. Spectacular Pile-Up. That's rude. That was very rude. And there's a Ketrodon for our opponent. Now we'll keep the Night Market in our hand. Another Ketrodon. Well, Salvation Engine is here. It's a little bit bigger than the Ketradon. No blocks. I don't trust the situation. There's an omnivore, okay. And a surveyor. Nah, they did have Gallant Strike. Well, we're just dead. Man, I didn't think this deck would be 1 and 2. At least not due to the reasons we've been having. Let's see if we can get back on track. Mr. Garrett is our next opponent. Alright, we can keep this hand. Cycling into Archfiend, alright. I'm either going to cycle the Night Market or play Spin Out. Opponent just drew that land. Pothole Mole. Well, I'm going to cycle this. We'll keep the blue source kind of hidden for a little bit. Grimbobble, that's fine. There's a Lagak for our opponent. You have Bestow Greatness? Maximum Overdrive? Okay. Momentum breaker. Well, I can't do anything about that. Transit Mage, that's a good one. As is this. Great Sucker, you already have a bunch of... So I guess you do, from the Pothole Mole. Another Pactile Terror. Let's go attacking. And I think we do play the Night Market as a blue source, so that way we could go Transit Mage into Pactile Terror next turn. There's a spin out for our Pactile Terror. Broadcast Rambler, that's a good one. But we are just going to stick with the original plan here. And this is actually lethal next turn. Unless they can get rid of the Pactile Terror. Nope. Okay. That was an instance where the opponent got pretty land screwed. But we'll take it. We're 2-2. Time to mount our comeback. Rotgar 1975 is our next opponent. We have our mana, we have Pactile Terror, we're good to go. Gastal Raider, it hits nothing. Oh, I was supposed to play this first. Whatever. We'll do it this way. Scrap Compactor is the play for our opponent. And a diversion unit. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that trade. That gives us like a full 3-for-1 there. Oh, Salvation Engine. Let's just win the game. Yeah, they read Salvation Engine and conceded. I would too. I would too. We've had to do that once or twice. Then the following turn we can crew the Salvation Engine, start getting back like Ranger's Refueler. Yeah. Well, we're 3-2 now. Alright, and our next opponent is turn 1 Emrakul. I like that name too. We go first. Yeah, this is a keepable hand. Our mana has been working phenomenally, despite being like a very even 3 colors. But I guess that's to be expected when you've got, you know, triple Night Market. Got Transit Mage is going to go grab us a Pactol Terror, I think. Grimbobble, that's fine. One of our 4 Pactol Terrors. There's a camera launcher by the opponent. We'll offer the trade here. Opponent doesn't take it. No plays for our opponent. What does that mean? It's a camera launcher. Are you going to counter it or something? Scrap compactor for free, because the quick welder. No attacks, because this thing could exhaust. Alright, that is what we're doing. Which is fine. The Thopter could come in and poke us for 1, which is also fine. There's a diversion unit. Alright, well we have a land, so let's do the voyage home. Spin out on our Pactol Terror, that's probably reasonable. Trade there is fine. Arthopter is just going to make the diversion unit look bad. Could also Grimbobble it, which I might do that next turn. Yeah, I don't foresee this getting a better target. Played the untapped land there so that way we could activate the scrap compactor if we need to, or activate this Grimbobble. Okay, opponent bins one of those cards. There's a Pactile Terror for our opponent. We're not allowed to have that. Glad I did that. I suppose I could be attacking on the ground with this stuff. Oh, hey, I can do this. Tranquil Cove, okay. Nothing, huh? Let's go starting column. I'm gonna crack it right away. Howler's heavy. Alright, that's fine. Still playing out the tap lands, because we do have a couple night markets. We could cycle them into something big, or cycle it into a transit mage, and we would want a lot of mana suddenly. Gonti? Well, I don't want that suddenly. Oh, Salvation Engine, we win. Didn't even get to attack. Alright, next opponent, Rob Bubble. Hands like this are where things get kind of rough. We're gonna keep. Only 2 lands. If we get stuck on 2 lands and die, well then I guess we just get stuck on 2 lands and die. That does not exist. No. Get that out of here. Another Mako. Okay, well that one does exist, I guess. Okay, so opponent's also struggling to find land. Well, we get to draw 2 here. That's going to be huge. Oh, hey, there's Winter. Oh, he's finding red mana. He's not finding... We're not finding white mana. So I don't actually have this Gallant Strike right now. But it's okay. There's Crash and Burn, Ward pay 2 life. Okay. I'm not up for trading. We're going to be a little bit aggressive here. There's a monument. Oh, and you have a cycler. Okay. Probably going to make a treasure. Nope, you're going to draw a card. That was a nice top deck. So being aggressive there ended up paying off for us. And suddenly we're up to 5 wins. You know, for all the Pactol Terrors in our deck, we still haven't had a game where we've had like 3 or 4 of them. Montgomery is our opponent, a bronze-ranked opponent. Interesting. We'll keep this. It's slightly slow, but we should be fine. we're up against blue-white. So an artifact mirror match appears to be the case. Oh, there's a quick welder for our opponent. We're just gumming up the ground here. Next turn we play the Broadcast Rambler, get a couple of artifacts. Stock up, that's a good one. We didn't see that in our draft. Well, that's okay, we do have a voyage home. I could play the voyage home next turn, but I'd rather develop the board first. I could even get a little bit tricky and attack with the Pact Altair. Now I much more want to do that. Oh wow, and that's game. I wonder what our opponent had in his hand where he just gave up like that. Well, we are now one game away from 7 wins. We're 6-2. So whatever happens here... Oh, the kill haulers are rowdy, hardy, and prefer stripped-down vehicles to overly complex mechanics. They've brought their most cutthroat corsairs to the Grand Prix and are eager to carve out a name for themselves and win some sweet... I didn't see the word. Gaulex is our opponent, our final opponent, final boss. However you want to phrase it. We'll keep this hand. Our mana has been working all draft. Somehow. There's a Wreckage Wicker Folk for our opponent. Which is fine. We'll get our thing going. Scrap compactor for our opponent, okay. And Vinwixt. We might have to kill that at some point. But not right now. Flood the engine is the play for our opponent. I'll figure out how to play all the cards. There's a Thopterist for our opponent. only have 3 mana, so we can't do that yet. Opponent's still attacking us on the ground. Or in the air. Our ground stuff can't do anything about it. How did I know I was going to get another one of these? Well, let's play it. Because this isn't silly at all. Combat just the refueler, because I don't trust whatever our opponent might have. Yep. Just like I thought. You didn't take the free block? Okay. Suit yourself, opponent. Haunt the network. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let's see if we can find anything better to do. We apparently cannot. I think we just gotta be aggressive here. I mean, the Scrap Compactor can kill our Broadcast Rambler. Yep. That's bold, considering I have 2 Pactile Terrors on the field. Seems like we're both kind of flooding out, though. And now Salvation Engine, we win. No, but Voyage Home is good. Let's get another Pactile Terror. Yay! I did it! We have all 4 Pactile Terrors in play. We got there. We got there. So once again, another lesson in don't give up, because we started out 1 and 2, and we then zipped right up to 7 wins. One final look at the deck. This is the Pactile Terror deck I wanted. We've had a couple other Pactile Terror decks, but this one had 4 copies. And Salvation Engine. Those just won us games. The rest of the deck all performed very well. I'd play this deck again. Voyager, Quick Welder, Synergist, Rambler, Voyage Home, Double Trinket, Transit Mage. Yeah, Spin Out, Camera Launcher, Double Rangers Refueler. That's how we started off the draft. Winter made an appearance. Winter was okay. It wasn't spectacular. But, yeah, great deck. Great turnout. I picked Pact Altera over a random mythic that we were unable to play. So, yeah, we got our 4th Willow Rush Verge. Overall, a great day. So let's claim our prize. And for now, I'll take my leave.